James Ernest, Gruel and Truth Radio, here with Michael Reid. Michael, tell us what is Exclusively at 9?
Thanks for having us here today, James. Exclusively at 9, what we are is we're a marketing and design company, and we develop to provide exclusive experiences, products, and services for customers and businesses. And those experiences and products are only available exclusively through at 9. Our first experience that we're very excited about is a partnership with the nation's premier golf courses, where we're giving players the opportunity to win one of 1,000 limited edition Breitling Navitime watches anytime they score a hole-in-one on select par 3 holes. And the first course that we partner with is the Ford Golf Resort here in Indianapolis.
Wow, I mean, you mentioned, of course, the main thing is exclusive. So that means, it's probably got to be a huge membership fee, right? That we gotta pay and sign up for to be able to get these type of opportunities.
Actually, not. It's really a situation where we have designed the program around competing really with other tee time booking vendors, and we're providing our program for the exact price that they normally charge a course to simply book a tee time. So there are no additional charges outside of the cost to book the tee time for the course, and there are no additional charges to the actual players who play on the course.
Oh, wow. So basically the big difference would be, instead of going to the normal website that you would go to book the round, you just go to your website instead, and for just going to your website, you have the opportunity to win a $10,000 watch if you can make a hole-in-one. Wow, that's amazing.
That's it. That's absolutely the only difference. No. If you go out and look at another site, whether it be the golf course directly or another site, the price you pay is going to be exactly the same. But simply, like you said, by booking through our site, you have the opportunity to win a $10,000 watch. That's correct.
Oh, wow. Now with this, probably it's just for elite golfers, or it's probably just to people of a certain age, or is it for anybody in any age or background?
Yeah, it's really open to anyone, any age and background. Our goal is to have our program on courses in all major cities across the United States. And simply, all you have to do is book your tee time to play at that particular course. And if you are good enough or lucky enough, either way, to get a hole-in-one on one of those designated par 3 holes, you'll get to win the prize.
You mentioned being good enough or lucky enough. Is it possible to make a hole-in-one?
It is. I'll give you an example. The Ford Golf Course in Indianapolis, they usually have around 5 to 7 hole-in-ones per year, so it's certainly not something that happens every day. I think out of about 23 to 25,000 players a year, so I would say maybe 1 in every 4 to 5,000 players is going to get a hole-in-one on that particular course. So it's certainly something that happens. It doesn't happen every day, so when it does happen, it's a big deal. And one of the things that's exciting about our program is we're using state-of-the-art video equipment to actually record the hole-in-one, so no actual person is out there. But we're also going to provide a keepsake video to the winner, so they can upload that and they can actually show their family and friends that they actually had a hole-in-one.
Wow, that's awesome. So they'll be able to show it to everybody, not just the amazing watch, but they'll be able to show them the actual video of them making the hole-in-one. That's one heck of a keepsake.
Sure.
I mean, that really sounds like one heck of an opportunity for fans of the game and just people who love golf.
Yes, we're certainly trying to improve the experience of the player on the golf course, and we're looking to do some additional things in the future to add to that experience. But right now, it's certainly a daily opportunity to participate and win a beautiful watch if they get a hole-in-one.
And you mentioned there were, about 7 to 10, that happen at that course a year. With that, and of course you're planning on expanding to other courses. So, approximately about how many do you think hole-in-ones are hit in the U.S. in a year? Just,
Well, the data from the National Golf Foundation tells us that there are slightly over 100,000 year. If you look at all the courses that are played in, so when you look at the totality of it, it does happen quite often. Obviously, there are over 15,000 courses in the U.S. So when you think about it again, that number of probably 5 to 6 per course on average is about right.
And then with that, you mentioned, your equipment. Obviously, for the golf courses, that's got to be just one heck of a headache to set all that up and to, dig and to change their course, right?
Well, one of the things we certainly learned early on in our research, golf courses, one of the things they pride themselves in is the beauty of the course, right? And they don't want you digging and tearing up the course. So what we're doing is we're using non-intrusive equipment. We're using solar panels for the power source. There's not obviously we have to dig the hole to put the pole in that supports the cameras and the solar panel, but there's not trenching or anything like that just doing damage to the course. So from a course standpoint, it's not intrusive at all. It's a simple process, and we can install all of our equipment and have it up and running within a 7 to 10 day period with no delay to the course from a standpoint of interrupting play or anything like that on the course.
Wow, so it sounds like it's great for the course, it's great for the environment, and it's great for the player. Wow, so everybody wins in this. It sounds like a no-brainer.
Yeah, we use that term a lot of a win-win situation, but this truly is a win-win situation, and I think we have a lot of excitement from the courses from the standpoint that we've heard feedback that it really is a program that's designed to enhance the experience for the player, but it also benefits the course by separating them from the competition in their market.
So tell us about that first course, the Fort, and how the partnership's been going so far.
Well, it's been going great. It's a great team there. They have really worked with us in some of the thought process and putting the program together. It's been a great partnership from that standpoint. Really, one of the things we wanted to do was to have a course that would allow us to kind of test out some of our equipment, see if there's some additional things we can do with the video beyond simply providing the video. Maybe there's situations in the future where we could have a contest where maybe the closest ball to the pin wins, right? Versus because we know how seldom a hole-in-one takes place. So the course, the Fort, has been very grateful and for what we're bringing to the course, but they also have been working with us to allow us to test out some different options and things we can really implement before we actually start rolling this out across the country. Our goal is to add 19 courses in 2019, and we'll continue that uptick every year after that.
Sounds great, and it sounds like this is the time to give it a shot and give it a try before other people are trying to get the chasing the watch.
Yes, sir. This is the time to make it happen.
Excellent. So tell us, how did you get started with the watch company?
It kind of started with, to be honest, our founder and president, Eric Wynn, really had an ideal of wanting to, it all started with us having exclusive products to offer, and so really just reaching out to a local retailer, Reese Nichols in Indianapolis, and talking to them about the possibility of a company, a Breitling in Switzerland, actually making a product that would be exclusively done for us. I would say that there was not a lot of optimism that would actually happen at the time from the parties involved, because they had never really done anything like that. But after we kind of showed them what our business model was and what we were planning to do as far as rolling our program out across the country, they actually agreed to do a limited edition of 1,000 of these watches for our company. And these watches are their Breitling Navitimer, one of their most popular brands, and they're available only through exclusively at 9. So it's not something you could even go on a Breitling site and purchase directly from them. You would have to purchase it directly from at 9 or win it in one of our experiences.
And the way I understand it, Swiss watches are considered, some of the best in the world, if not the best.
That's correct. They're very well known for their timepieces, and the Breitling was actually the first chronograph designed in 1884. So this goes back a long time in history. So
you mentioned the other cities. It's probably too soon to say any of the cities in mind? Obviously, couldn't say the golf courses, but what region of the country are you looking at?
We're looking across the entire country. Certainly, we have started here in the Midwest, and we're both the founders are all from the Midwest, so we are a little biased to the Midwest, but certainly we're going to be looking across the country, south. Those courses are open year round, so some great locations in some of those states, as well as east and west, and really we're not going to stay away from any part of the country.
With being, I believe, from Milwaukee, correct?
Yes.
So, what if I'm not exactly a golfer? What if I'm a Packer fan or a Brewers fan or, a hockey fan? What about those people? Will there be down the road exclusive opportunities in other sports?
That is our goal. We simply have started with golf. It's certainly an opportunity for any sport to have a situation where the fans in that sport could have an opportunity to win an exclusive product as well. We certainly have already had some conversations with some other organizations, and we've been looking to expand to those at some point. The golf was a natural fit just because the hole-in-ones are something that are going to happen anyway, right? Every day there's going to be a hole-in-one on some course across the U.S. and multiple courses. So that was just our starting point, but we're certainly going to be looking to branch out into other sports and even could be another venture such as a nonprofit or something like that where it could help with their endeavors to raise funds for a great cause by having an opportunity for people to maybe donate with the opportunity to win an exclusive product as well.
And the way I understand it, this is going to help increase participation in golf by people wanting to go out and to be able to show, either by winning that watch or having those videos to put on social media of them making the hole in one, that it will enhance maybe even the number of golf memberships and other things.
Sure, we're certainly one of the things that golf courses have told us is that it's been a challenge is really increasing that playership, and so that's certainly the goal. One of the two things that if you think about it from a focus standpoint, you have the avid golfer who is going to golf 20 plus rounds a year, and so the majority of those rounds are going to be played probably in their hometown. They're going to do some traveling, right? But if we can get those golfers to play more of their rounds at a particular course. And another area of focus has really been with group outings, so focusing on organizations, golf groups that are already formed, or just individuals who work for a company, a church group, and really increasing the number of people that may come out to a particular course and maybe introduced to the game even from that experience. So that's one of the areas we're focusing on. We've had a couple big outings already at the fort. We had a group of about 148 golfers come out on July the 11th, which was really just 6-7 days into our program, and they had a great experience. They loved it. We have a package where they have lunch provided and things of that sort, and they've already committed next year to coming out again and playing, and probably maxing out with the 240 max player count. So that's an area of focus that we're really focusing on is trying to increase the number of people coming out from that type of setting where you're probably going to introduce some new players to the course as well. Some of those players who maybe have picked up a golf club at top golf for the first time who now will actually want to come out and play on a course.
So it sounds like this is something exclusively only your company can offer. What other partners have you been working with so far? You mentioned the watch company, you mentioned the golf company. Are there any other companies that you're in works with?
Well, we are in some discussions. One of our goals is to not only obviously add additional courses, but we also want to add additional products to the mix that will be conducive to attracting maybe a different audience. Not everybody necessarily wants a watch that's made in Switzerland, right? Some individuals may be more interested in a travel package or some other item that may be more in tune with maybe a younger audience, female audience, and things of that sort. So we're certainly in the process of talking to other organizations to add additional items to the items that they can actually win the course as well.
if fans are wanting to book around, or they're wanting to just find out more about your company on social media and on the web, where should they go?
They should go to our website, exclusively at 9, and that site will tell them much more about our program. They can book a tea time right there from the site, and it will go directly into the available slots at the fort and pull it directly out of that slot. And certainly they can learn about how to participate as a golfer. If there are golf courses who are interested in learning more about our program, they can also learn more about our process there at the site as well. And there's information on where they can contact us directly on the site.
I would like to thank our guest today, Michael Reid of Exclusively at 9. Thank you for coming on the show.
Hey, Eric, James, we really appreciate the opportunity and love the opportunity to share with you today.